Okay. All right. So like I said, my name is Adeyemi Committee. So a CCA Distributors of Energic International. I'm so glad that I have these opportunities, this privilege to share this knowledge with you. I believe that the time you are giving to us is not going to be a waste because you need this knowledge to be able to share this information to friends, to neighbors, or people around you. Okay, so let's go in and wrap through the information. Discover Kangen water. Discover Kangen water. All right. Discover Kangen water. All right. I'll be skipping some things. I don't want to waste the time. Now, hidden awareness continuum. Now, here he's talking about being healthy and also having issue with your health is a responsibilities on our own part to be healthy. Okay, if you're careless with your health, then you face a consequence. But I tell you, being healthy has to do with a conscious effort. It has to do with your environment, the food you eat, the water you drink. Do you actually exercise to create a flexibilities in your body systems? So all this is a lifestyle that you need to create to help yourself to become healthy. All right. So basically, if you kind of food and environment water you drink is actually basically on acid or carbohydrate food, then your body is going to be on an acid side. Your body is going to be on the acid side. And when you have an acid body, then disease is actually, inevitable, okay? You definitely cause sick then because your tissue is acid. But if you take a good water, like the water we're having, Kangen water, and you eat, most of your food is actually carbohydrate, fruit base, that is natural fruit, food, vegetables, and so on, which will make up alkaline in your tissue. All right, so then your body will be healthy. So this is the lifestyle that we want to present to you today. But we're going to remain on water because our main business is actually on water. So we'll talk a little about food. Now, what you drink, what you eat matters. Okay, what you eat, what you drink matters. Not all water are created equally. You agree with me? For the fact that the water look clean, that doesn't make it healthy. It doesn't make it healthy. All right. So we need to watch out to the kind of water we take. So let's go in because our business this morning is about water. Now, we can't talk about water if you don't look at the water in our environment. Mostly water are stored in these plastics. After filtrations or chemical productions, all these before the water can be produced at pH of 7 according to World Health. Okay. Once the water comes after approval from NAFDAC, then they put it in these plastics. And these plastics, there is a chemical used in producing it, which is called bisphenol, BPA. So these plastics is BPA present, and BPA actually is very, very hazardous or very, very dangerous to our health. The longer the water sits in this bottle, the more emission, the more this plastic will leach and destroy the freshness of the water. Water actually is not meant to be stored. Water is meant to collect fresh and drink fresh. Okay? That is why you see people that have access to the water from the streams or from the streams or from the spring. You see them, they don't have organs issue. Okay? But since inceptions of packaging water in these plastics, you see that in our hospital today, we have a lot of people that is having issue with their organs. So you need to stay away from drinking water from this. There is a research done by a doctor, which I have the video. I'll post it after these seminars. And that doctor says, it is actually come to their notice that when you are drinking water from these plastics for 2 every 2 weeks, it's like you are injecting a nanoplastics value to a size of ATM card into your bloodstreams. You can imagine that. So we need to stay away from this. That is why we are presenting a BPA-free water bath and BPA-free bottle that can help you to keep your Kangen water, okay, for your health, for your personal health. Now, better health starts with better water. Let's see if Kangen will represent this. Now, Energic starts in 1974 after successful research done by a group of Japanese doctors on water, especially spring water. And water was collecting in about 5 different locations, and taken to the lab, they discovered that the water contained a property we're going to discuss this morning. And they also look at it that how can they replicate this technology by using a technology to, help our tap water. Okay, so the research was continuing, and they discovered another rock called titanium, using it to make a plate when water go through, which is called ionization, separations of positive away from the original water, which gives you the same property that is present in the spring. And they became successful of this technology in 1974. That was when Kangen machine were produced, okay, which is about 51 years today, okay? So it was a bigger version of the machine that was produced in 1974, and it was only used in hospital in Japan until 1994. 20 years Kangen machine were used in hospital in Japan. But in 1994, they produced domestic model unit called Level Look SA501, which is to date now is about 31 years old. And even after production of that small unit, the distribution is still done in Japan until 2003. Distribution enter United States of America. From there, they were able to spread the news. A lot of doctors started writing information about Kangen machine or about Kangen water because of the kind of use that they use it on helping patients. And today, Energic run businesses in 25 countries and 42 locations. But in Nigeria or Africa, we only have Nigeria office under the map, which right now I'm talking to you from Energic office, Lagos, Adeni Jones. Okay, from this office, everybody that buy Kangen machine around Africa have to order the machine from here. So if you are in a house this morning, you are actually partnering with a newborn business in Africa. So you have the whole Africa or the rest of the world to play your game. So join me as we run through this. So that is a brief history about Energic International. Remember, I told you about the locations. Lut France, this is a location where the doctor collect the water, the spring locations, Mexico, India, Germany, and of course, Saudi Arabia. You see people queuing up to get this spring water because they know that it heals the human body. And what is present in the spring water is called active hydrogen. And the leading doctor is called Shinikata Shiriata, a Japanese doctor. He discovered that in the 5 locations, they all have the same property, which is called active hydrogen. Now, if active hydrogen is present in the water you consume on a daily basis, it's going to have 3 major properties: 1, antioxidant, anti-aging, and negative ORP. ORP means oxidation reduction potential. In regular water, text of oxidation or ORP is positive. It's only Kangen water or from Kangen machine that replicates spring water that you can get the water to become negative charge. So this 3 property is what differentiates between Kangen water and every other water. So Kangen machine was produced in 1974 and go through text again, discover that it's also filled with active hydrogen. Here is the owner of the company, Mr. and Mrs. Oshiro. Since 1974, this wonderful couple will be drinking Kangen water. And in March this year, Mr. Oshiro celebrates 84 years old. You can imagine that because the water that he's drinking contain active hydrogen. So Energic is a Japanese company that manufactures medical grade Kangen water machine, which provide healthy therapeutic water for homes and office use. You can see that. So homes and office, we can supply today. Okay, Kangen water is Japanese word. It means return to origin, meaning you are returning back to the kind of water the people in the village are drinking, meaning water that contain no form of chemicals, no chlorine present. And this is the kind of water that our body cell need. It's like you are going to a Kogosi to go and get fresh water. It's like you are going to Eringesha waterfall to go and get fresh water, but right there in your kitchen. So return to origin. Now, here is the machine that was produced in 1994, which is the domestic model unit, level look SZ501. It produced 5 different types of water. You can also call it 7 different types of water. You are perfectly correct. Now, let's look at the machine first. The black spot of this machine has antibacterial filter, anti-chlorine filter. This filter does not need electricity to work. Meaning, if you're having Kangen machine in your home and you want to cook, you can get supply water to the machine to get water from here and use it to cook because it is chlorine free. So if the light is also on, fantastic, then the water will go through the ionization, which will make it to be more healthier to your food. So Kangen machine produce first, which is the first button, minimum 8.5. That is the pH scale level of the water. The second, if you press again, it steps the pH to 9.0. If you repeat the press, it will step you up to 9.5. That is a higher pH for irregular consumptions from Kangen machine, which is healthy for your whole body ecosystem. The next button is clean water, which is 7.0 for cooking, for cooking, for baby food or baby newborn baby, and also for medication. Kangen water is not suitable for your medication, but 7.0 is fantastic for medication. The next button is beauty water. Beauty water is 5.5, which is the exact pH of your skin, because our skins range between 5 to 6 pH. That is why you see your salivary is salty, because your skin is actually acid. It is your internal body system that is alkaline that makes you to need Kangen water that is natural alkaline. The next button, which is strong acid button, which can produce you 11.5 from this bigger hose. The secondary hose will dispense 2.5. 11.5 is not a water that is recommended for regular drink, but for emergency or once as an adult, a glass cup, like I do take like 2 glass cup of 11.5 in a month, okay, for my body general maintenance and all that, okay? And it's also good for people with cancer. They need 11.5 to facilitate their healing process, to make their healing to become faster, especially people that is already running through chemo, okay, to be able to faster, detox their body out of the toxic deposit from the chemo procedures. So 11.5 is needed. Why they will take minimum of 2 to 3 liters of 9.5 on daily basis, while a little inject of 11.5 will help the body to heal faster. But 11.5 is mainly for washing fruit and vegetables, which we are going to talk about. Why the 2.5 is basically for disinfectant. All right, so let's start the demonstration. The first property, remember, Kangen water contain active hydrogen. All right, and under active hydrogen we have antioxidation, which, because it is antioxidation, meaning oxidation is not present, that is why we call it antioxidant. Okay, that is, oxidation is minus, is not present. That is why it's called antioxidant. And definitely that will slow down aging in your body system. And it also helps you to flush acid tissues that your bodies has built over the year out of your body system, then your body will naturally slow down aging. Okay, when you talk about oxidation, it's like you live in a high pollutant or pollutions environment, which will makes you to age faster because your tissue will be acid and anything around there will be oxidized. For example, you give an apple a bite in such pollutant environment, within 10-15 minutes, that white of the apple become brown. That is to tell you that the environment is highly polluted. And pollution will contribute by running generator or running a car that bring out emissions from the exhaust. So all these, or dusty environment, all these contribute to your environment that also make up your healthy environment or sickness environment. I hope you understand. So let's also look more to get more understanding about oxidation. A tomato is fresh. A mother will cook a wonderful or nice healthy meal from that. But once the tomato becomes rotten, that is oxidation tomato. So you can see oxidation in apple and tomato and you separate. But when it comes to water, you cannot know because water is transparent in nature. So a living tissue plus oxidation in water is equal to sickness, meaning if the water you are consuming is oxidation present, meaning a rotten water, you are simply building up sicknesses in the longer run. So in water that is pure, whether it is Kangen or not Kangen, once it is open, oxidation begins to go in. I hope you are getting that. All right. So when the water moves from fresh to oxidation present, it doesn't change taste, color, or smell. Water don't change taste. Once it is produced, it doesn't change taste, it doesn't smell or color. It remains the same. But does that make it safe? Capital no. So let's go for that to understand. The only thing that can tell you that this water is free from oxidation is by using ORP meter to check the water. And ORP can only check something that is liquid. Meaning your orange can be checked, your tomato can be checked because it has a liquid, or you blend it as a smoothie, then you can use the meter to read it. All right. So negative mean free from oxidation, and that makes it to become fresh and healthy for your body system. And that makes it anti-aging, or it reduces oxidative stress. But look at your tap water and your bottled water that we are drinking is actually leading to aging. It's age because it makes highly oxidation into your cell. And that can lead to what? Diseased. I hope you are getting it. So a reading that is coming up from the meter either show a minus before the numbers or a number without minus, meaning silent plus. So that is that. So let's watch a video to get us understanding about this. So here we have different demonstration, a water represented in our demonstration this morning. Tap water, the second one, reverse osmosis, which have a reverse osmosis machine. The next one is mineral water, which is very expensive water. We have a lot of them around. Avena also is a mineral water, while the next one is sugar drink. Sugar drink represent all sugar drink, Coke, Malt, Fanta, and all the rest. So why the last one is fresh water from Kangen machine. So ORP meter is used in swimming pool to check oxidation in swimming pool because we need it in swimming pool. But the water you drink should be free, should be negative reading. Can you see that? So let's start from the tap. Let's check the reading. Now look at it. It's reading. There is a reading, but there is no minus, silent plus, meaning rotten water. The same thing, the reverse osmosis. Look at the mineral, very expensive water. Same thing, they are all negative, positive water, which is rotten water. But check the difference between water reading and sugar drink. Meaning sugar has 500 and above millivolts of oxidation. But look at Kangen water, minus reading. Meaning a reading that has a minus, that is negative, is telling you that this is the only water among all the water we have here that is fresh. Every other water is like a rotten tomato or a rotten apple. And that will breed, stress into your cells, and it will also breed what we call acid tissues into your body systems. So The negative in Kangen water will help your cell to give it strength so that it can protect your body system against any form of antibody, against any form of whether cancerous cells, which is, cancer in the body that take a dominance or weaken the even good cells in the body. Immediately you start drinking Kangen water that is high in negative reading, which is, begin to combat, to stop the effectiveness of cancerous cells in your body systems. That is why we say every homes, irrespective, need Kangen machine in their home. So, okay, so let's check another thing. Here, I want to look at the ratio volumes or the antioxidant present in a glass cup of Kangen and in fruit. For you to get the equivalent from banana, you need to eat 94 sticks of banana to equivalent an antioxidant present in a glass cup of Kangen water. But 94 sticks of banana is actually impossible for anyone to eat. But can you eat 1, 2, 3 sticks of banana and also taking 3, 4, 5 glasses of Kangen water, habitat years? Then it will help you to also get more nutrient in in the fruit into your body cell, because that is where you need those nutrients that is coming to your body from the food. So we're going to the second property, which is called alkaline, which is anti-aging also. But you see, a lot of people need water that is alkaline, but doctors usually frank about getting water alkaline. Okay? Usually getting frank with that. Usually frank about water to become alkaline because they know that the only way you can get water alkaline is through induction. Induction means, put it on the lower. Induction means you add baking soda into a regular water or lime into a regular water, it becomes alkaline, or get alkaline bottle from companies that sell alkaline bottle, pour your regular water into it, it becomes alkaline. Or after pumping water into your tank, you can get those guys that, that treat water to put a lot of chemical, we call it dosing. Now, when you drink water that is artificially alkaline, then the molecule of that water is still remain intact as the water is, because water H2O is actually, water chemistry is H2O. So you still feel the bunkiness of the water in your tummy, and for the alkaline to get into your cell, it is your kidney that will break the water to a smaller unit. And that is why when you drink such water, it can actually lead to organ issue. That's why you see the doctor says, don't go there, don't go for alkaline. And that's why World Health Organization says, take water that is neutral. But Japan defined all this principle by using this Kangen machine to ionize your regular water without adding anything into the water. Rather, Kangen machine helps you to separate from the original water and gives you antioxidant water, and automatically the water become alkaline that permeate into your cell when you drink it within 30 seconds. So to check pH of water, we need the liquid, or we also need the shot, or we need the meter. Meter read from 0 to 14. 14 is the higher pH, while 1 is from the beginning. So the middle of that 14 is 7. So any water that show green is neutral. Anything below 7, light green, yellow, orange, red, are acid water. And acid means you are breathing sicknesses to your body cell or body tissues. And anything above is alkaline. So I have another video that will help us into these informations also. Sit back and enjoy it. Now, the same water we have for the first property text, we are also using. So here we have the water. Okay. The first is tap water. So let's have the pH, a little drop into the water, the color begin to change. So the first one, tap, reverse, Abina, Buji, sugar drink, and Kangen water. Of course, you can see the difference. Remember, Abina and Fuji, they are induction alkaline. Those are the ones that doctor says don't drink. So, Kangen water is the only one that is naturally alkaline. Every other one is acid. Now, when you change your water to Kangen, see what happens to your tissue. Your tissue moves from acid to alkaline. That's what you are seeing. Pouring Kangen water into those water, it changes your tissue immediately to healthy tissue, which is alkaline. But wash pouring of Kangen water in sugar drink. You see, the water is not changing. Why? Because the concentrated acid in those drinks are high. It easily makes your body tissue to become acid. A cap of it, when you buy this bottle, you drink the whole bottle, but just a cap into your body, it neutralizes those alkaline tissue you have built over the years. That is why you see, you need to stay away from these drinks. That's why we said our soul glass says, change your water, change your life. A doctor says that if you consume a glass cup of sugar drinks, any form of sugar, whether in stout or in any soft drinks, you need, if you have access to Kangen machine or Kangen water, you need to drink minimum of 9.5, a 33 glass cup to be able to bring that glass cup of sugar in your body system to a neutral. I'm telling you, you are doing a lot of damages to your body systems every time you are drinking it. And we have some people that they can't eat food without drinking sugar into their body systems. Are becoming addictive to them. So I'm telling you, if you really want to make a healthy body, for you to enjoy the fruit of your labor, you got to stop taking sugar into your body cell. Now, watch this. A research is done by a doctor called Dr. Eric Warburg. He did a research in 1923 and he won a physiology Nobel Prize. In 1931, it proved about acid and alkaline. He said in his works that the metabolism of tumor, it demonstrated that all forms of cancer are characterized by two basic conditions, which is acidosis and hypoxia. The meaning of hypoxia is lack of oxygen. Lack of oxygen in your body system will breed acid tissues. When the acid tissue become rising, it become acid, what do you call it? That's when you have acid reflux. That's when it hides your body, become acid reflux. And acid reflux makes you to have what? Ulcerative, and can also lead to cancerous in your body systems. So you need to stop this. That's why you see, if you have a ulcer in your body, Kangen water begin to help you to heal that wound in your body and bring your body back, because it will flush out acid tissue in your body system. So you now look at the tissue of someone that have cancer is actually what? Acidic. Why healthy tissue is alkaline. Meaning, if you have an alkaline body systems, cancerous cells cannot be found in your tissues. So the last property, which is called microclusters, the molecular structures of the water. Human body is made up of 70% of water. What does that signify? It shows that your body needs more of water than even food that you are eating. Dr. Romichien says that when you sit down to eat a bowl of food, that do you know that that food can be in your body system for the next 2 years without getting it out of your body? And he said, what is the percentage ratios of what your body needs in nutrient on that bowl of food that you are eating? Say at least 0.5%. So most food that we consume is usually what? Stuck in the colon. That's why they said death is in the colon. So to intensify that, water needs to be micro. That's why you see the 70% of our body system is water. So you can also see the confirmation from all the lungs, the blood, the ratio, percentage water in it. So another two reasons why your water needs to be micro is supply nutrient into the body. Meaning, the nutrient that your body supply, you get from food, from supplement, from drugs. Anything you consume has a nutrient. So the nutrient to be a beneficial to your body, the water you are drinking after needs to be micro, so that those nutrients can get into your cell. That is number one. Number two, detox channel waste out of the body. So where do we also get waste? From everything you consume, a larger portion of it is waste. So how do you get it out of your body systems? So the water you now drink after that consumption of that stuff will determine whether it will stay or out of your body systems. So meaning, Kangen water that is micro detoxify your body systems against from all toxicity that is deposited from food, from anything in your body systems. Microclusting is talking about better hydrations. Meaning, if the water is micro, then it will hydrate your body at optimal level. And when your body is hydrated, then toxins will be eliminated out of your body systems. Regular water in chemistry is H2O, meaning it's a larger cluster of between 50 to 20. You know, water is a form of ball. So once it is larger volumes, then it limits absorptions. This is what we experience when you drink a regular water. You see your tummy is bloated and your mouth keep demanding for more water. Why? Because you are, or even at drinking that water, your body still suffer for what? Dehydration. The same water that is you are drinking go through Kangen machine and separation happen to the water, and the molecule that is larger in ball was cut into a smaller unit and make the molecule to become smaller. Then it hydrates your body within a short period of time, and that feelings of wanting things stops immediately, and the 70% of water you are needed, it was into your body systems. And the more benefit again from Kangen machine or Kangen water is you get access to antioxidant, you get access to alkaline. So let's look at the last presentations on this molecule structure. So we need a tea bag. Now, a tea bag represents human body cell. To make a tea, we boil the water. Sir, boiling water, you are breaking the molecule to a smaller unit. That's why you see, immediately you get into the tea, it brews the tea. But look at now, Kangen water wasn't boiled, but because of separation, the tea is out. Why the regular water is struggling to bring out the tea? So it's telling you that when you drink Kangen water faster, it hydrates your body systems, and the benefits begin to manifest. Now, here I want to do the second property of the food you consume, the water you drink after that food will determine whether you get the nutrient from the food or not. Regular water, you drink it after that food, will destroy the nutrient, even the food you consume. That's what you are saying. Why Kangen water will multiply the nutrient so that you can get more benefit to your body cell. That's what you do in the second presentation. So, benefit of Kangen water, you can't quantify it. You can't equate it with anything. So investing your money in owning Kangen machine is a positive investment. I'm telling you, it's a positive investment that you can't do without for you to enjoy that lifestyle. That all your hustle. For you to enjoy your life, you need to drink quality Kangen water in your home, not for you alone, but also the member of your family. So you can forfeit owning that a car, and owning Kangen machine is better, because for you to enjoy that your car, you need good health to enjoy it. So that is why you can't quantify Kangen machine in your home with anything. I believe I paused the message and I believe you enjoyed. Now, what I'm presenting to you is not a theory that has not been approved or tested by professionals. These are the doctors from 2003 that started writing in books. The first doctor is Dr. Romishinya, a co-inventor of colonoscopy. This guy co-found colonoscopy, a procedure where they put camera from down back of your body to gain access to your internal colon to watch it on the screen, whether your colon is pollite or your colon is blocked with a lot of toxic. So he's a co-inventor of that procedure. You see that he has contributed immensely into the medicine world. The next one is Dave Carpenter, naturopathic, a natural doctor practitioners, which wrote a book called Change Your Water, Change Your Life, that give us our slogans. Iromishia writes a book called Enzyme Factor and the other three other ones. Another person I want to recommend or that has what we have here is Bob G. Wright, a director of American Anti-Cancer Institute, who wrote a book called Killing Cancer, Not People. This guy wrote that book to share his experience and said that if anyone have cancer around me, I won't recommend them to go for chemo's program, but follow a diet program and change your water to Kangen water. We see it got a lot of results from that, and you keep recommending and put it in a book to keep the knowledge to the next generation. So let's go through those books and see what they say. And Killing Cancer, Not People by Robert G. Wright, on chapter 6 of the book says, step 3 of the cancer diet, restructures ionizer water to save your life. On page 159 said, I believe that ionizer water is mandatory baseline for those with cancer. On page 168, it said, if I were looking for electrolyte unit today, I would choose AZ541 made by Energy Company, simply the Rolls Royce of water ionizer. You can see that it gives the machine a name. He said it is a Rolls Royce of water ionizer. So telling me that the machine is expensive, is Rolls Royce expensive? Yes. You're having a medical grade water machine in your home that is a standard of Rolls Royce in your home. The job, like one of my leader, I think is in the house from Rio says that it's your mini clinic in your home that keep the health of entire families. Kangen water. Been in business for over 30 years. Meaning this book is written for 21 years ago. Lastly, G. 6 on page 170 said, I have no financial interest in an energy company, nor do I receive any remuneration for my recommendation. That is, I'm not being paid for putting all this into a book, putting my experience into the book. He said, I'm not being paid. So I'm just doing it for helping the humanities. This is Dr. Romeshian. Let's check his profile. A professor of surgery in Aba Eastern College of Medicine, New York, chief endoscopy. That is, he also contributes to the endoscopy from your mouth to get access to internal semen and take care of your colon. On enzyme factor, his first book. That's the video we watched before we started this program. This is the guy that did that. They did that video for that was interview. Now he said Kangen water is alkaline rich water. The pH range between 8 to 9, and they consider the very best of drinking water because of its incomparable power of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidations. The three properties we just addressed is talking about. So here are other books he wrote. Unfortunately, he died about 7 years ago at age 86 years old, but his legacy lives on. So here is testimony recorded by Dr. Romeshian. Someone with inflammations, that is, you can see the colon, the way it looks, it's filled up with a lot of toxic. 3 months of drinking Kangen water and being on diet, the system cleans up. This is someone with a breast cancer and chronic constipations. Look at how the toxic, a lot of death that is ready stuck in the colon. But 3 months of drinking Kangen water, the result is amazing. This is someone with a cancer, but running through chemo. Chemo kill both the good and the bad cells of the body system and leave the body, dead. That's why you see it burnt up. 3 months of drinking Kangen water, the result is amazing. Here is the first recorded testimony on cancer. Madam Titi, she got the access to the water in 2022. Even then, Energic has not been opening in Nigeria. Then we're doing it in Maryland. And as a friend, Chisoba, bring her into the presentation then. And Simon said, give her first a glass cup of 11.5. And we started giving her 10 minutes after. That is regular 9.5. Less than 45 to 15 minutes, started going to the loo to pee, to defecate, and to vomit. Because the body detox begin immediately. 5 weeks after, you can see the result. This is 9 months after. The result is amazing. Today, you see her very, very bouncing and all that. So you can go to Google and ask, drink out of Kangen water. You get a lot of all these pictures you are seeing on the screen. Now, this is a machine. Like I said, I only address 3 water from 8.5 to 9.0 to 9.5, which is a regular drink called Kangen water. The neutral one is good for baby drink, okay? You know, doctor says babies are to be exclusive breastfeeding. Reason is because they know that the bottled water we have are not being healthy for them. That is why he said give them exclusive breastfeeding. But if you look at when we're small, they use water to feed us when we are babies because those waters are not the same water we have now. So, but having Kangen machine, click a button of neutral and get clean water and use spoon to fill that baby. The next button is, neutral water is also good for cooking and also taking medication. All right, don't use Kangen water to take medication. We don't want any complication or something that is different from what your doctor recommended for you. So use neutral or regular water if you don't have Kangen machine to get neutral. Then 30 minutes after the drops, you can start taking your Kangen waters back. And it will help you to flush out the toxic deposited to the body from the drugs. The next water is beauty water for ladies in the house. Beauty water is about 5.5. So let's see. You can get beauty water when you are collecting Kangen water at the upper side. The down product, which come out at the same time with Kangen water, is beauty water, which you can also get it from my
the Nespa shower machine and experience what true health and hydration looks like on your body, skin, and hair. We cannot wait for you to experience your first Nespa shower.
Get rid of
our skin
any
is
form
like
of
a sponge.
bacteria
It
that
absorbs
can,
everything.
affect
so I
your
use the
skin.
Nespa because it helps to eliminate
Very
chlorine,
fantastic.
and it also
look at the result of using beauty water from Kangen machine or using a Nespa you install in your bedroom. It's moisturized, lustrous hair, relieve sensitive skin, and reduce ice bags, smoothing skins after treatment, nurturize and nourish your skin. These are the results. That's why you see nobody is drinking Kangen water for the next 1 month. You see the glowing from the skin. That is it, because it helps both your internal and also your external. How will life look like if you can keep your skin from the baby to adulthood? Change your water, change your life. So 11.5 is number 4, which is not recommended for regular drinks, but you can drink once in a while. Those who have cancer will need a glass cup of 11 morning and evening, while they will drink regular 9.5, minimum of 2 to 3 liters on daily basis, every day fresh from the machine. Because of cancerous cells is very, very stubborn, so they need refresh of Kangen water, which is very active of antioxidant daily to stop the effectiveness of cancerous cells in their body systems. That is why you need it every day fresh from the machine. For those that have cancer, at least for the next 2 months, any treatment you are doing, let the person be getting Kangen water every day for the next 2 months. By that time, the systems will have been regenerated back and healings will have been perfecting. And also tell them to also continue with their drugs, not to stop whatever description or whatever instruction given to them by their doctor. Remember, this is water. All right. So get to know all that. Thank you. Now, 11.5 can be used to wash your fruit, your vegetables, because all this food we are cooking in our kitchen is coming from farm. And pesticide herbicide is used by farmer, which is the oil base, and this is not being removed when the rain fall on the farm. And when we go back to harvest and bring it to the farm or to the market, it's still there. And this also contributes to the state of our health. So let's watch another video that will help us to understand how Kangen 11.5 can remove pesticide from food. Remember, oil and water don't mix. That is why farmer use oil-based chemicals to filter to the farm. This is the regular water and 11.5. Regular water, the oil will stay afloat while water goes down. It can't mix. But what 11.5? If you have Kangen water, let's have a share. Here we have 11.5. You can see the result. It was able to mix both the oil and water. It emulsify the oil and break it. You can't separate it. So let's soak a farm produce, either your beans that is preserved with sniper, or your rice, or your apple. Remember, regular water can only remove sand and dust. But Kangen water, which is 11.5, deep and extract those chemicals that are sprayed by the farmer, and you see the result in a moment. Regular water, you can't see anything. It remains the same water you pour. You are aware that this chemical also contributes a greater into your health. What you don't know sometimes might be killing you. That is Dr. Koba. He wrote that book. So what you don't know might be killing you. Look at what you don't know now. These are the chemical pesticides from the farm. You can see the extraction by using 11.5. This is fantastic. That's why we say Kangen machine. It is a must in your home to maintain a good health. If it is not safe to breathe, how can it safe to eat? The guy protects himself and is spraying deadly chemicals into the farm where a human being like himself will eat. So you need to be on the no side and prevent the adverse effect on that in your body or on your family. So level look as a 501 produce the last water, which is also called strong Kangen acid water, which if you click the last button, which is orange button, here we have 11.5. There is another water coming under the machine that is 2.5. 2.5, as a matter of fact, is one of the reasons why Kangen machine is used in hospital in Japan to sterilize surgical equipment. 2.5 is used. 2.5 kill 99.9% of germs. You can spray into the air, clean your computer, you're mopping the floor. I mean, clean your glasses. If you have bad breath, you can use to goggle your mouth. You have toothache, you can use to goggle your mouth. You can have sore throat. Fantastic. Hello, if you eat food poison and you are having serious hunt, half glass of 2.5 can do the magic for you. Fantastic. Very, very effective in use in that area. Now, can also be used to remove any unwanted disease on your skin, on your physical skin. Okay, you can also apply it. Maybe you have psoriasis or you have, so let's check on that. This is someone with eczema. Okay, just 2 weeks of spraying it, but remember, you need to be drinking it because you need to be drinking 9.5, because what a reflection of your skin is as a result of your internal body. So as you are drinking your 9.5, taking care of internal, while 2.5 take care of the external. Here is someone with psoriasis before and after. This guy suffered from psoriasis for good 15 years and he worked in general hospital in Kota Kinabalu. Kota Kinabalu is an island outside Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. So 2 weeks, 60 days of drinking Kangen water, spraying 2.5, look at the skin. Everything is back to normal. This lady, Suzanne, a Singaporean, psoriasis and make her to become very, very, lower in self-esteem. Look at her in 2 months, psoriasis is gone and her self-esteem is back. Okay, so a lot of award certificates on this fantastic technology, Kangen machine, but we like to talk about 3 certificates. Ministry of Health in Japan certified Kangen machine with this certificate as a medical device. ISO, International Standard Organization, certified Kangen machine with this with 13,485. That is the same number given to all medical equipment in hospital. So that makes Kangen machine a medical device certification or a medical device that is there in your kitchen. Another thing is 2003, when distribution entered US, Water Quality Association of United States of America certified Kangen machine with this gold sealed certification on this fantastic technology to prove that it is a high premium product for your health. Level Look SZ501 is a medical device. You don't call Kangen machine just alkaline water. No, call it ionized or hydrogen-rich water or ionized alkaline water or better still, Kangen water. You can't see it anywhere. So, this is a factory in Okinawa, Japan since 1974. This factory is supplying this technology and distributed around the world. So, do you see any value in this machine? Do you see value in my presentation? Please go to the chat box and type value. To go to the chat box and type value. So we have different units of the machine, which I'm going to display for you today. First, we have K8. K8 is a high premium modem. It has a 8 titanium platinum plate and speaks 10 language. The value currently in Nigeria is 6,235,000 naira, which you can pick it up and 5 years warranty, 30 years minimum lifespan use, meaning in 30 years you are just starting to use your machine. And it's a screen touch. You also have lighting auto controller. What does that mean? You can buy it in Nigeria and use with 210, 220 light voltage, and you can see fly it down to US, which we're using 110, and the machine will automatically regulate its light. But SZ501 in Nigeria is same regulator with Europe, which is we're using 220 to 240. So if you take it to US, you won't find it funny. A lady from US bring SZ501 to Nigeria, and he got to our hotel room and plug it, boom, the thing blew up. Why? Because US is using 110 and Nigeria is using 220. So the voltage become high and it blew the machine. She brought it to the office and she was able to get it repaired and change the power for her. So what we are saying is K8 has light regulator that can regulate the light into suitable the voltage of the particular light. So pick up your, K8. The next one is Level Look SZ501 Platinum. Platinum has 7 plates, titanium plate, and it speaks 5 language. Okay, it also comes with 5-year warranty and 30 years minimum lifespan use. Okay, you can go with this, you enjoy it, very fantastic machine with your 5 million. Sorry, network pulled me out. Let me connect back to my module. I believe you are really enjoying the presentations. All right. So let's go to the SZ501. SZ501 has same 7 plates. Okay, 7 plates, 7 titanium plates, and it speaks only one single language. I think that is fantastic. At least you can speak English, you can hear. So the value is 4,837,500. All right. You also have 5-year warranty and minimum lifespan is also 30 years. Okay. We have the last one, which will look exactly like this, but that one is called Level Look Junior JR4, and the value is 4,085,000 naira. It doesn't speak. It has 4 plates, but fantastic machine too, very strong, very, very rugged. You can also pick that. Any of these 4 machines, you can pick. And another good news is we have an in-house finance, which you can have a small deposit and pay the remaining balance. So we're going to get there. So let's look at the Anespa. Anespa shower machine is 3,870,000 naira. But Anespa has 3 years warranty. And you install it, you doesn't need electric to work. Okay? Hot water or cold water can go in and get to your spa water in your body systems. So the best gift for family is any of these machines that you pick. Level Look SZ501 is 4,837,500. Only medical grade water machine, ISO 13485, a medical standard. Only machine that can produce 11.5 and 2.5. No other ionized machine in the world can do that. 5-year warranty, 30 years minimum lifespan. I would edit that. One of a kind patented e-cleaning systems. These are auto, the machine does auto services of the machine where you are using it on daily basis. And e-cleaning is another maintenance you carry out that once you have the machine, then we'll send you the video step by step. You need to do it once in every 3 months if you're using the machine for private. But commercial, you need to do it once every month. Another steps of maintenance is deep cleaning, which if your machine is fully blocked, that means you are not doing e-cleaning every day. Every month as a person that is using it for commercial. Then when it's fully blocked, you need to send it to the office. Then we'll do deep cleaning for you, but you have to pay for the services. That is called deep cleaning. Thank you for that. All right. So you are in the house and you have your money. You are ready to install your Kangen machine. Please kindly screenshot and transfer your money. All we need is your personal data to be able to code your machine, because the machine has the security that need to attach to you that make you to claim the ownership of that particular technology. All right. So here is our what we call payment plan. You can choose 10 months, you can choose 6 months, you can choose 3 months. Anyone you choose, make a deposit according to the total. Total means the first one is, if you are doing 3 months, if you pay 2,070,000, you can pick platinum. Okay, let's use the SZ501. Okay, if you are doing 3 months on SZ501, once you pay 1,942,500 deposit, then you carry your machine. The remaining balance of 2,925,000 will be spread for 3 months. So every month you pay 975,000 for the next 3 months, and the machine become 100% yours. If you do 6 months, your deposit will be 1,972,500. Once you pay that, the remaining balance will be spread for 6 months. So every month you'll be paying 487,500. If you now do 10 months, your deposit will be 2,012,500. Then the remaining balance spread for 10 months. So every month you pay 292,500. Then in 10 months total. If you also maybe you are doing the payment, you can see that there is a charges for e-finance, meaning if you are doing 10 months, you are paying additional 100,000. If you are doing 6 months, additional 60,000. That is about 10,000 naira every month for the e-payment. So now let's assume you do 10 months and you pay for 4 months, you now clear the remaining balance. So meaning you will only be charged for 4 months. That's just the meaning of this. So the company make it so flexible for us to have access to this machine because they want more people to have access so that more people will be in good health. I think the company deserves a clap for that. So e-finance is fantastic. So another product we have is called mGuard. Okay, I'm still working on mGuard module so that we can do the presentation. mGuard is a new technology that the company just throw into the market that helps you to suppress electromagnetic radiations that comes from any electronic gadget around us. Phone, laptop, light, fridge, your AC, your television, they emit a very high radiation that is affecting us, that is creating a serious stress, that is making us to even have a sound sleep. And this fantastic mGuard will help you to create harmonized zone. That is, it will suppress those bad radiation and helps you to live a good health or a good environment. That's why we say his own slogan is change your environment, change your life. So these are the products that we have for you. I believe you really enjoyed this fantastic presentation. Please, if you have any questions, go to the chat box, drop it, or you can unmute